Hot soup! Apparently I watched all of those last ones out of order, so I guess at some point I'll figure out what that means. So, YouTube, 2,500 subscribers. Listen, I don't know how many of my other viewers are gonna watch these just because it's me, but I gotta tell you, you guys, you TMNT fans, you blew the channel up the last month. I remember when I first started doing reactions, I was doing it to Mr. Robot, and it was still kind of under the radar. For a lot of people, it hadn't really hit that, like, you gotta watch that shit. I feel like most people binged it after it was done. But I was like, yo, the whole thing about me wanting to do reactions is I wanted to do shows that people weren't really watching. I wanted it to be fan bases that were like the diehards that could understand why I love these shows. But out of all of them, you guys, y'all are just crushing it. Thank you. Thank you because when I see the analytics, when I see people enjoying it, when I'm at work, when like all the people that everyone that I've responded to in the comment section, I want you to know that almost all of those responses were in the middle of work. So I'll be sitting there bartending, yelling at people, making food in the back, turning the radio up, whatever have you. And then I'll see, oh, let me check my comments. And I'm like, oh shit. So this has been fun. This has been fun to have a very active comment section. Again, all my people in the other in the other shows. Love y'all. I'm not saying anything bad about y'all. Just saying, the TMNT crew, you know, we're strong. So I heard that I watched these out of order. That's Paramount Plus's fault or Nickelodeon, whatever, whoever's fault it is. I'm looking at the official episode guide right now, and Origami, Tsunami, and Donnie's Gifts. Actually, are these all? Yeah, good. So these are the 15-minute ones. So that's cool. So I'm about to watch every episode up to where I left off, and then that works because then from there on out, I'm all good to go. Timeline-wise. You guys seem to enjoy the little art section at the end. I thought, like, I wanted to draw all of them. I wanted to do Leo. I wanted to do Donnie. I wanted to do Mike. I wanted Michael. I was actually talking about, Leon and Michael at the bar. I kind of dig it. Leon? Yo, what's up, Leon? My man, Leon. I was surprised. One of the dudes that I was talking that I talked to at the bar a lot, he said that he watched the movie and he enjoyed it. I'm an old dude. I think this dude's older than me. Actually, here, hold on. I was yelling. One of the guys that comes in there, he's very Game of Thronesy, and he's like, "You won't watch Game of Thrones." This man right here keeps yelling at me, not watching Game of Thrones, but I keep talking about Ninja Turtles because I refuse to watch the new one. I'm not watching House of Dragon. Meanwhile, I publicly won't shut up about Ninja Turtles. Again, I'm a grown ass man, and I work at a 4 o'clock in the morning late night hole in the wall in South Florida. So me screaming about Ninja Turtles all night long it's off-putting for some, but there's a lot of people that are like, but these guys right here agree with me. Ninja Turtles are dope. I have nothing against nerds that have, like, I was looking at there's a couple reactions for the TMNT movie, and I look behind them, and there's just Ninja Turtles toys and comic books and action figures. Like, again, I'm not that guy. I'm not. Like, I should be. I am that level of dork. But all I really have nerd-wise is stuff that I've like painted, like, and that's kind of cool. It's nice to have something that's so from my childhood. Like, this is such a big part of my childhood, and to be able to still, like, there's I can't think of too many, like, Zim. I don't really talk about Zim at the bar that much, but Ninja Turtles, because there's always a new one. There's always a new Ninja Turtles. That's why I love this shit, is that there's always something new for me to watch in this series. And they, like, I enjoy that they switched it up with this. And again, Donnie. To all my Donnie fans that have been in the comment section talking about how, like, finally someone else that understands, like, I feel you. I feel you, my guy. I'm looking at him right now. And the next episode after this is called Donnie's Gifts, so that already makes me happy. I'm going to try to draw a shit ton more. So again, I thank you all very, very kindly for those 2,500 subs. And like legit, whenever a new one pops up, if you're watching this right now, like tweet this out. I hate the call to action shit. I hate telling y'all to click this, to click that, to tweet me out, to follow me here. It's just like, if you want to do it, do it. But when it comes to this right now, it does benefit me, yeah. But really, it's just to keep the conversation going. I was gonna say we're in the fight for our lives, the way that what's his face said friggin' last video. But then I felt disingenuous because I'm new. But I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm spending like 4 or 5 hours editing these videos and recording them and then drawing stuff and then tweeting it out. I feel like I'm doing a pretty active part to help the renewal. I think it's hashtag unpause Rise of the TMNT, hashtag save Rise of TMNT, hashtag ROTTMNT, hashtag ROTT. There's so many. So just whenever I pop something up, I'm gonna try to friggin' tweet out maybe some of the drawings after this one. Just, you see it, retweet it for me. Just like it on Twitter. Again, I'm trying to get better at my Twitter game. My Twitter game is weak. I got weak Twitter game. So if you all, like, I see that the reason why I'm choosing Twitter is because the Rise crew, man, you guys are very loud on Twitter. So if you aren't part of the Rise crew on Twitter, then following me on Twitter might help that, because I'll show you the lights. And if you are already on there, you can show me cool shit, and then I can show it to y'all. And then on top of that, just, you know, maybe bump my Twitter game up a little bit. All right, so please, if you could, follow me on Twitter. I want to hear the song again. I was singing this shit. Well, not the whole thing, just the Rise. Man, got mad skills, Donnie rocks machines with your destiny and rise. I love the way that it harmonizes. Rise. Lujitsu? Oh, okay, now I know. But then does he always fight in a place where there's hot soup around?
Someday you will be great ninjas with a little practice. Is something I would say.
Okay, check this out. The spine-breaking bandit.
That sounds horrible.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, go home on a stretcher.
He breaks people's spines as he robs them?
Maybe we should save mangling and spine breaking for, I don't know, our second day? Well, this one's kind of
Paper thieves.
It's paid with the tears of the poor paper men. I'll tell you who. We are who. Yes!
Look at Leo. That was kind of leadery.
You look at a blank sheet and see nothing. They see possibilities.
It's right over there. Oh, convenient.
The Foot Clan is the one stealing? How is his head on fire? How are their heads on fire? Cool. Scree.
Did we seriously just get schooled by paper thieves?
Like, did they not see the lightning? Like, I get that we were supposed to understand that they just, like, teleported. But I still feel like they could have seen the lightning.
Where's your thing? Your emotionless passion.
Your emotionless passion. Here.
This was the last paper store in town.
So they stole all the paper?
Or was it?
Leo's paper hut. Paper on sale. Why does the R have to be backwards? I feel like everybody here can write an R properly.
And remember, the customer is always right, unless they're a psychotic paper thief.
Okay.
I really think I would have let you make salami paper without putting a tracer in it.
Obviously. I thought they were both going to be in one of them. Rise.
Are those flames on their heads?
Feels like a real hazard.
I know, right?
We're both gonna grind your bones.
We're both gonna grind your bones. Like I said, I'm always happy when I realise I can do somebody's voice. I like its design. Cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Hey, maybe we should fight now and register our amazement later.
Look at Leo. Look at Leo already jumping the gun. So sick. The colors and the line work in this. Like, it's legit. It might be some of my favorite animation of all time. And, like, again, I've only seen 3 episodes, 3.5 episodes, and 1 movie. And, like, I could watch this forever. It looks incredible. It's got such a style to it. Maybe that's what it is. I feel like... Sick. I want to learn how to do that. Draw this particular type of... That running... Like all the way in the back, and it's a slow... Like, there's a lot of animation techniques that I want to learn how to do in this. I said that with the first one. I never did it, though. In the first one, when Leo slices with his sword for the first time, and it, like, teleports through the Draxum so it doesn't hit him. So cool. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I wanted to, like, draw that, because I wanted to see what they did. I wonder how long that took. That one shot of just the different colored papers.
The next time, you will feel the fury of 1,000 feet.
You're on fire today.
Gross.
Hey, look! He vanished.
Then what are we looking at?
What is it? Don't
No.
you...
Look at me. No. No.
Gross.
Hey, mutant silverfish, you've eaten people's laundry for the last time.
A mutant silverfish. Gross. I hate silverfish. Oh, that's so gross.
Hey, Raps, every time you smash them, they just split in 2.
Oh, so gross. Oh, that's even worse. How are you not more disgusted by that? Do they not like water?
Looks like these fish are
Out of water?
all washed up.
Tennis
Okay, how about this? Those bugs,
balls?
mission accomplished.
What mission accomplished?
Nice hustle, Donnie. I knew we could deal with this as a team.
Now there's fucking a million of them.
Beautiful.
No, not that.
What do you mean not that? That should totally be the thing.
Don't worry about it.
It's in beta.
And thoughtful, and I really hope you like it, because if you don't, I will just be crushed.
I feel like this Donatello could become a supervillain.
You even got my life colors right. Oh.
Does it make them look like people? I love when they're not, when they've got like pointy like stubs for arms and legs.
Savory, lemon for the tang. Unleash the flavor.
Unleash the flavor.
Oh my gosh, it's Rupert Swagger.
That's not how you make a pork risotto. You got to pound it.
Gotcha.
You saw a celebrity chef transform into a pig mutant, and you didn't tell anyone?
How was that not like national news though? Celebrity turns into mutant pig monster on national television. That's really creepy.
Lime turtle tenderloin over a bed of saffron rice. Ooh, that sounds.
I was gonna say that sounds good except for the turtle part. Like, look at the colors. The colors in this are so nice. That blue.
The helmet's talking to me.
Oh, goody, it's working.
Yeah, come on, you still haven't told him what happens. Oh, because he ate the silverfish? Can he absorb?
He must have absorbed the silver
Yeah,
fish's
gotcha.
powers.
This has totally messed up my steam. When pigs fly. What was that?
Terrible joke, shocker.
This thing doesn't like my one-liners? Does Donnie really think I'm a crazy kangaroo? Who doesn't love my one-liners? They fire up the team, right, guys? Yeah, I know. But he's got such a soft shell. But it's
Aren't they in the middle of fighting someone right now?
He's so gonna get it.
Ooh, hey, buddy. Really loving the gifts you got us. Hang on, I'm gonna put you on speaker.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, we're fighting somebody, aren't we?
Looks like you're about to get some shocking news.
Hey, no, that's not how. Hey, that is not how you were supposed to use those. I spent a lot of time on.
So, dude, I just can never get over the angles and the.
Hey, Raph, you need a plan.
Rubbish. They're not defeating them though. They're just like moving them somewhere else. That's what they did to the silverfish. That was probably the weakest one so far. I just saw Rob Paulsen. Is he executive producer or something? Voice director Rob Paulsen. Wow. Voice director Rob Paulsen. That has such a nice ring to it. For the Ninja Turtles. Oh my god. Alright, so Rob Paulsen. I feel like most of you who watch this probably know, but if you don't, because if Rise is your only TMNT, Rob Paulsen, the first time I ever heard this dude's voice was as Raphael in the 87 series.
I'll never talk. You'd better, or else I'm gonna get sarcastic.
He then went on to be Yakko in the Animaniacs,
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru.
Pinky, which is the only two of his that I can do. I always said I can't do the Turtles voices, but I can do Noff! And then he ended up playing Donatello in the 2012 version,
We need to perform surgery. Stat, nurse.
which they had. There was one like gag in the Turtles Forever, I think it was called, where Raphael meets Donatello.
Why do you sound so weird? Me sound weird? Heard yourself lately? Hey.
And he's like, why does your voice sound so weird? Mew, your voice sounds weird. Because he ended up doing a podcast, like when podcasts were first coming out. And I see, like, I haven't checked for him in a while. Like when I was listening to Talking Tunes, it was just him and Maurice LaMarche, the guy that played the brain. Yes, Pinky. And it was just the two of them. I think it was the first one. It was just him going to everybody's house and just being like, hey, tell us fun stories about when we were working on Animaniacs together, some shit like that. But the last time I checked, which was like 2 years ago, he was filling out like arenas.
Oh my god! Thank you for coming!
And there's just like fucking 5,000 people there to listen to him talk about Animaniacs, and that's awesome. But to see him as voice director, that's really cool because he's done it for so long. There's no way that he wouldn't be like, you know, like he wouldn't understand what goes into it. I can tell that I can tell because Andrea Romano, she did almost everything you can possibly think of. She did Batman, Freakazoid, Tiny Toons, Animaniacs. I think she did 2012 Ninja Turtles, Justice League. That woman is responsible for like 90% of the cartoons in my life. So I feel like he probably got some tips from her in 2012. But yeah, that woman did everything. If you don't know, if you ever watched Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, in Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, the scene where Tim Drake is when that happens, the original kid that they got to do the voice for him, I guess it didn't like feel as impactful, so she did it herself, and she said that she always felt bad for the kid. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles voice director, 122 episodes. So he worked with her for that's 5 years. Legend of Korra, The Boondocks, she did like everything. I can see how like he would bring a lot of whatever she taught him to this. And I want to see actually, is this his first time? I want to see if this is his first time doing a voice directing. Because that's so cool. Again, like this is the dude that like, he was one of the, I'm trying to remember all their names. Townsend was the original Michelangelo, and he also played the Tick in the cartoon growing up. Rob Paulsen was Raphael. He played Mighty Max.
Hey, you miss me, Thor?
He played the Mask in the animated series.
I'm a living lesson in Clarence style.
Million things. Donatello. I don't remember who played Donatello in the 87 version. And then Cam Clark, I think, was the original Leonardo.
That's why we brought you here. Krang. He's causing trouble in our dimension and yours too.
Because I remember the first time that I heard Liquid Snake in the Metal Gear Solid games.
Snake, that's not Master Miller. Campbell, you're too late.
It was me, dear brother. I'm like,
Snake, you've been talking to me, dear brother.
why does that sound like Leonardo? All right, director. He is the voice director. Okay, I wanted to make sure. I was going to feel, I mean, there's no way that I'm wrong about this. There's no way that Rob Paulsen isn't the Rob Paulsen I'm fucking thinking about. Oh, he also voices the Foot Lieutenant. That's cool, I didn't know that. Is that him, the one that's doing the...
Is this him? Is this Rob Paulsen that I'm thinking about?
That makes me so happy. Good for... Because you know what's funny? But before we get to the next one, I've got a personal Rob Paulsen Ninja Turtles story, now that I'm thinking about it. Feeling all fancy. The first Ninja Turtles comic, like when I first started making comics, again, if you're new, bartendnerds.com. I don't have a whole lot, but I've been doing it off and on for like 10 years. There's some funny stuff in there. But when I first started, 2012 had just come out, and I was watching it, and I tweeted out to Rob Paulsen the comic. But I'm saying how like I work, I drink coffee, I'm such an adult. But every time I'm watching 2012 and the Turtles get to do some ninja shit and their eyes go all white, I'm like, man, I turn into a little kid all over again. And he tweeted that out. He retweeted that shit for me. It was my first time doing anything content creation wise where someone like this chick, Shora Agdashlu, she's seen that picture and she loved it. I've had a couple people from shows that I do stuff for tweet me out and be like, we like what you're doing, etc., etc. But that was the first one. The guy who's the voice director for this fucking show was one of the first times that somebody that was famous or a celebrity or just someone that I looked up to retweeted me and gave me a little bit more recognition. So that's super awesome that he's getting to do this. I love this show even more now because Rob Paulsen is the voice director. Good for him. If you stick around to the end, I'll do the Nations of the World. I learned that song that Rob Paulsen sang, and it always starts off really impressive, and then it gets annoying when it's like 4 minutes later. And now, the Nations of the World with Yakko Warner. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Alright, let's see if I can remember the whole thing from here on out. Things with each other to discover their destiny and rise. Oh, apparently there's a full one. Oh, Turtle Power, rise. I want to find out who does the backgrounds. She's kind of hot. I like that they would want to go see like sporting matches and stuff, but just like hide in the bleachers. Is that Cree Summer? That sounds like Cree Summer, but like... This guy. Yeah, that's definitely Cree Summer. How did I not notice that like right away? Hey, white pants, man. Kryptonite. Even in cartoon form. Kryptonite. Scott Willis, is that the artist? Like the brushwork, the chalky. Look at like, hold on. I'm gonna pause it real quick. Like, god damn it, never mind, it doesn't work. God damn it, Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus's user interface is atrocious. Wait, what's happening? One love in Dynamite Dawn.
Your hands together for the challenger.
Red Rain. He looks like, what's his face? Red X.
Red Rain's bringing the pain.
Dynamite Donnie's with him. Tired of you taking all my stuff.
I love her. She's the ref too.
Admit it, wrestling hurts. Now get away from me. What is that smell?
That's my victory stink.
Gross.
What I thought was gonna be a two-way match will now be a triple trouble chaos in the cage.
Listen, man. I hate to say this, but she's doing it for me, man. That's a sexy ass character. No, that's not how that works at all.
Mikey, I am.
Pausing our feud because we need to help our brothers?
And of course, you took the word.
Who doesn't know what's coming to him? Fisty poundy. Cool. I love their extras, their audience members, their city dwellers. I could watch this show just for the fight scenes. Everything else, just like as an artist, I get to watch this and be like, oh, I'm inspired by it. Fuck being an adult.
And in another surprise twist, the winner is
You've earned it.
That's not fair.
Nah, she's earned it. I'm gonna draw her for sure. I like that. I might draw that freaking kick too. Oh, cool! They're getting to use it, or they're learning how to use it.
Yeah. That's not gonna get you across the street alone to Jersey.
Okay, but... See, it's practical, which makes it better. Hey, Donnie, what are you doing?
That would really come in handy.
Whoa. Underneath that old lady skin is some sort of fire mutant thing.
That was some magic shit. That wasn't some mutant shit.
Some sort of cool mystic pizza place.
Pizza! Guys, my blood sugars are getting low.
Blood shuggies.
Hi, pretty boy.
Is she an old Italian lady? It is Italian. As someone with a vowel at the end of his last name, I'm allowed to do this. Na giornata sole. I was gonna say he should have something to like somewhere to put that sword, but like where would he? It's massive.
In this maze, the use of mystic powers is strictly forbidden.
He doesn't know how to use them anyway.
I never touched the stuff, Lace.
Thought you said we were getting pizza.
It's nothing. We've just gotta solve it
The maze of death first.
first.
I feel like Donnie would be able to help here. Super epic looking. Come on, Donnie. All his tech wouldn't be mystical powers. You don't cut it before you put it in there.
One meat lovers, one definitely not Hawaiian. Okay, how's everybody feel about olives?
I'm good with olives. Not Hawaiian. So at least they like normal pizza. Like I remember the 87 one, they'd be like, peanut butter and peanut butter and marshmallows, bro. Pizza.
But I may have left one thing out.
The only the maze of death.
Hey, so what now?
The maze of what now?
Fine. I can't do it.
Hey, that's not true, brother. You just gotta believe it. I will haunt you for the rest of your life.
In theory, you both be ghosts, so
They still get to say die and death. I was saying how like, oh, they got blood and guns. You usually can't say kill and stuff like that. Like I get there, it's kind of in a comedic sense. It's not like, oh my god, we're going to die. It's if I die, I'm going to haunt you for the rest of your life. Ah, you'd both be dead.
The
I was gonna say it's gonna turn around.
Cheaters! Who dares to try and eat my pizza without following the strict
That's Cree Summer too. You don't get to play two separate characters in two separate episodes, back to back. Don't get me wrong, I love me some Cree Summer.
You cheated! Now you will all pay!
Awesome.
You're not talking about famous Minotaur Pizza on 19th, are you?
Yeah.
Oh man, you talk about FMP on 19?
FMP?
Where do we go to get our picture taken for the Wall of Champions? Because I want to make sure they capture my good side.
Wrong wall.
Cheaters. Oh, I want to see. So I can pause it on the credits without Paramount shrinking it and making it giant Paramount plus blue background, but not during the actual show. Cree Summer. No, but she was also... Oh, okay, cast of Shell in a Cell. Alright, see right there, Jessica Jacqueline, Cree Summer. You're going to see Minotaur, whatever, Cree Summer on the next one. Minotaur, Fire Yokai, Cree Summer. Oh, Eric Bauza played Senor Hueso too. But I want to see who does the backgrounds. But Andy Soriano designed all the characters himself? That's pretty fucking spiffy. I don't think I'm following him on Twitter. Background design supervisor, Ben Lee. Background painters, these are the guys. The color stylists, these are the guys that I want to learn from. Hold on, I gotta find some of these guys real quick before I start drawing shit. Because these are the guys that are nasty. Miho Tomimasu. I just want to make sure I follow these people. Only has 2,000 followers. You should follow me on Instagram too. Deadly Little Miho. If you want to follow her as well. Let's see if I can find Jermaine Jose. So Cree Summer, like, she's another one of those voices that just, she's been in everything. First time I think I ever heard her was Susie Carmichael from Rugrats.
My name's Susie. What's yours?
But I can't remember if that came out first or Project Geeker.
We'll lose them as long as nothing goes terribly wrong.
Oh shit, Jermaine worked on 2012 and the Batman vs. Ninja Turtles movie, which you haven't seen Batman vs. the Ninja Turtles. Listen, Batman vs. the Ninja Turtles was pretty fucking fun. Do you want to see the Shredder and Ra's al Ghul teaming up with the Foot Clan and the League of Assassins to fight Batman and the Ninja Turtles? Because I think that sounds like an award-winning combination right there.
He's got a gun umbrella? A gunbrella?
You face the penguin.
It's a sword umbrella too?
So long, cretins.
Gotham is bonkers, yo!
Gotham City is bonkers, yo. Oh, look, there's freaking Chu Hui Song. Oh, yeah. Wow. Chu Hui Song. Follow. She only has 313 followers. Yo, can we get this girl some action? For all you Rise fans, come on. See Song animation art. I'll put it here. Oh, there's Andy Soriano. How does he doesn't even have 10,000 followers? This makes me feel better about being terrible on Instagram. But yeah, I just followed like 7 people. Now, let's draw some stuff, shall we? I kind of want to work. Procreate doesn't record the strokes as actual strokes. It's just like so it's not going to look quite the same. But yeah, so we can do that and talk. Again, we need to, Paramount Plus, we need to talk about this nonsense you've got going on with your UI. Your UI is terrible. And you will be seeing me draw stuff right now. So again, normally right here is where you usually see fan art, where I'm gonna like do something painting wise. But again, I wanted to learn how to draw these guys. Because I like this dude. I remember seeing him briefly in the movie. I think he's one of the dudes that gets like eaten or turned into a mutant by the Krang. But I like his design because one of the things that I realized as I was watching this is a lot of this reminds me of gorillas. And I absolutely adore gorillas. So I feel like this dude probably has a pretty strong Jamie Hewlett influence. I feel like if I looked up Soriano's like influences and shit, he'd probably say gorillas and Jamie Hewlett because I see a lot of them in this. But that could just be me talking shit. Again, I don't know how much of this is all Soriano, but his style is just, it's just smooth. It's clean. It's clean. It is one of the cleanest. This is easily one of the cleanest shows I've ever seen. Because usually when it comes to animation, it's either all hand-drawn or it's, not Flash, because it's not Flash anymore. Rigged is what it's called. Or it's rigged. Toon Boom, Adobe Animation, shit like that. Like when you watch shows that, like Rick and Morty and stuff like that, you'll see special poses that are different from the like usual character look for certain instances, but for the most part, it's pretty much just the normal, typical designs. But I don't know what they do with this. With this one, they must have, like, they have to do 100, like, per episode, new ones. Yeah, this is so much easier to do. I hope you're enjoying all this way more easier with Procreate. Because again, I'm used to Procreate now. It's just such an it's so wonderful. It might be like the great, like I legitimately only got an iPad for this app that you're watching me draw this shit on right now. I feel like I'm learning a little bit about color design just looking at these. Like legit, I want to like the color choices in this show are some of the prettiest I've ever seen in my entire life. I talk about Spider-Verse a lot on this channel, and rightfully so. And the color scheme in that entire movie from start to finish, just chef's kiss. We're almost done with this dude. I actually didn't get to learn his name. I can't tell if this is the one that Rob Paulsen plays, which again, I think is so cool that he's the director for this. Then, alright, so there we have this guy. There we have this guy. I've seen him twice now, and I don't know his name. I've actually, what's funny is I've never actually seen Kitchen Confidential or all those ones, Hell's Kitchen and what have you. But I still love Gordon Ramsay because I'm a big cook. I love cooking. And everybody always says that they know him as like I will destroy you, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my entire life. I don't know him as that guy. I know him as alright, we're going to make the most delicious steak. Now if you want some rosemary and thyme with a little bit of garlic. The wrestling one's going to have some good ones. So let's go to that one. Because so far the only cool one I've really seen is this guy so far. I just want to draw Jacqueline. I'm just not noticing his eyes blink. Because like every time that I look at these, like these don't look like I'm sure that they did have rough layers and whatnot, but some of these just look like they just sat down, started drawing, and this is exactly what came out. And I always hate that. It bothers me because I don't have that power, but I will get it. I will get said power. Jessica Jacqueline, I keep trying to remember her name. So yeah, those were 4 fair episodes, I would say. Let's see, I'm trying to think of where I would rank all of these episodes so far. First one, obviously, Mutant Mayhem. Easily best episode so far. Feel the destiny and rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love this face. Yo! Leo's face I can draw. Hold on. Because Leo's face is killing me. I'll just give her hands as she's pointing. Again, like I've really come to expect nothing but like hysterical faces out of this show. And so far, it's done a pretty good job of making it so. So episode 1 first. I would say probably, what was the rat flu one? The rat flu one had me dying. Captain Cuddlecakes! Legit, I was like driving in the car and I'm screaming, Captain Cuddlecakes! So yeah, I'm gonna go with that one next. Then I would say the Maze of Death episode wasn't great, but it had some great fight scenes. This wrestling one had some great everything. And it had my girl in it, so. And it's always nice hearing Cree Summer. Whenever I hear Cree Summer, I get happy. She's another one of those voice actors that's just been around for so long with me that when I hear her, I think of like childhood. Because she was just in so many things. Raph's ready for a fight. Leo's rocking the scene. Is that what he said? Making a scene or rocking the scene? Because I noticed that they don't call Raph the leader. Like almost every song has Leonardo leads, Leonardo's the leader, everyone loves Leonardo because he leads all the time with his leading ways, always leading, doing leading stuff, always leading. But they didn't say Raphael's the leader in this one. I'm not gonna, I guess I'll bring it up, but for those of you that don't know, there's always it's almost cliche, old school Ninja Turtles nitpicking in the 1990 movie. Michelangelo, Leonardo, and Donatello make up the team with one other fellow, Raphael. He's the leader of the group transformed by the something from the nuclear goop. And I remember every kid back then being like, Raphael's not the leader, Leonardo's the leader. So maybe that's why everyone got pissed off, that this reminded them of that movie and how it traumatized us. Because how dare you mess that up. So yeah, Rob Paulsen, how about that, guys? Did you learn something new today? Did you learn something new? Because normally when I do these, like fan arts at the end of all of my videos, I don't expect a whole lot of people to be watching them. And I was not expecting any of y'all to be watching. Like I said in the last one, if nobody says, oh, that was cool, I had fun, I wasn't going to do it anymore, then like a million of you we're like, that was cool, we had fun. Like legitimately. I'm like, okay, shit, all right, I guess I will do it then. I forget the name. I know that one of you will probably tell me, but I remember that they all had names of the kind of breed that they are. Destiny and Rise. Whenever I hear voice actors from my past being in things from my present, it's just always kind of cool. Like I said, hearing Cree Summer, she was Foxy Brown in Drawn Together. I can't even keep track of all the things that she's done. There's just so many of them. Mikey's green is, I'm trying to how to describe it. It's weird. It like stands out more than. I also like this. They have this a lot. I'm seeing a lot of that mouth, that kind of look, like Daffy Duck almost, but like it's clearly supposed to be a beak, and I like the way that it looks. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm not selling any of this. This is just to make things a little bit more fun for you guys while I look and try to figure out everybody's colors for future drawing. Because I'll save this palette so that I can come back to it. Now, this is going to be fun. Let's try to figure out Mikey's green. Mikey's green, I feel like that's right. That looks pretty on point, the green. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That looks more accurate. Alright, hot soup! Thanks for watching! I hope you enjoyed this artwork from this episode. It was cool. I enjoyed making it. I do a piece of fan art for all my reactions, so if you'd like to see more artwork from different shows, check out the rest of my channel. Thanks for stopping by the bar!